We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and I will be solo today. No Nick today. He is currently in Florida doing a couple of things over there, so we might not see much of Nick throughout the next week. But it's a small slate, so it's not that big of a deal today. One NBA game, one NHL game, and 6 baseball, so it's going to be a shorter show for sure. Before we jump into this tiny slate, we'll go ahead and look back at yesterday. What went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting, and it was a good day. We ended up being up 5.52 units. Most of that we can go ahead and thank the MLS for. But we'll go ahead and jump into what happened yesterday. Tigers run line. They got one hit. So that one was not a good start to the day. It was not a good start to the day, I'll say that. Because Cincinnati was up 5-0. They lost 11-6. So that was fantastic to see. The over in the A's game missed by a run. We had over 9 and finished 5-3. But here's where the day turned around. Under in the Kansas City Royals game was a winner. The Kansas City Royals money line plus 253 was a nice little winner, as that was 4-3 Kansas City. Beautiful there. The first of the walk-off 3-run bombs came from over the border, as the Toronto Blue Jays took care of the New York Yankees in 3-0. The over in the Boston game was easy money, as the Red Sox scored 12 themselves. Unfortunately, we split out on that game because we also had the Seattle Mariners. Here's where we get to some MLS, as we had Columbus money line. They won 2-0. I had the DC. I had DC plus 0.75. That one finished 0-0. Nice little casher there. The Texas Rangers fell apart late. They were up 5-3 late, and then gave up 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, 6-5 final there. The under in that White Sox game was a push. We had 9. It landed at 9. Vancouver, the Whitecaps, plus 0.25. They were up 1-0 at one point. They lose the game 2-1. That was our only MLS loser yesterday. The over in the Nashville game, Nashville and Miami, was never in doubt. Totally didn't take Miami scoring in the 90th minute. So that one was nice. I'm kicking myself, although I'll still take a winner. Miami plus the 8.5 against the Celtics last night. They won outright. Missed out on a $3 winner, but I'll take the plus 8.5. The Real Salt Lake money line was a push. That one finished 0-0. Sporting KC, that was a 1-1 game. We had a plus 1.25. And then the over in that Austin-Seattle game was a winner as well. We had over 2.75, and it finished 2-1. So overall, a nice day, up 5.52 units. And we'll move on, and we'll see how we can go from there. Lots of people in the chat. We'll go ahead and say hi, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, what up? Good morning, John. Good morning, Tiro. What's up, Nathan? $100 bankroll challenge. Let's make it 1K. Let's do it. Nick got locked up. Yes, 100%. You are lucky. I don't get to see my ugly mug today. Yes, we are very lucky. Is he near Tampa? I want to meet that guy. And then he mentions that he's going to be in the Keys. No, Nick. It's all good. That's too far from Tampa. There you go. ECU purple jerseys on MLB. I made my team ECU. Get it. Light purple. I got you. Nick, what you like, Rays versus the Mets? I kind of lean Mets today. We'll talk about that game in a little bit. Nuggets, of course. Rays minus 2.5. Sounds like a lock to me. Love the Never in Doubters. Never in Doubters. Yes, I love those. You like the over in the Rays game? Yes. Just noticed that sweet logo. You guys have fun with that one. I'm going to try my best to get through this first game. Here we go. Canes and the Panthers, game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Canes will be a 145 favorite with a total of 6 in this game. I am seeing some 5.5s. I will say that on some books. So the total looks to be going down just a little bit. Now, I'm not a big hockey person. I know for sure, though, that Nick likes the Panthers and the over. And I don't blame him. The Panthers haven't lost a road playoff game. Since game 1 against the Bruins. Since then, they won game 2 against the Bruins, game 5 against the Bruins, game 7 against the Bruins, won the game 1, game 2, and game 5 in Toronto. They are 6-1 on the road in the playoffs. I think they get the job done today, too. So, we'll take some Florida Panthers. We think it's going to be a little bit more of a high-scoring game, too. Canes, although they are one of the more defensive teams in hockey, 7-2 and 1 to the over so far in the playoffs. So I'm expecting some overs here as well. We'll take the Panthers and the over in the Canes game, which will take us to our other playoff game, which is in the association. This is the game I know. We get the Fakers and the Nuggets. Nuggets minus 5.5. 226.5 is the total. This is game number 2. And we're going Nuggets. We're grabbing the Nuggets again. Minus the 5.5. Obviously, I have them to win the entire thing. And how about 41-7 at home this year? Even though the game looked a lot closer than it looked close last game, it was a 6-point game. It was not that close. Nuggets were on cruise control, and they got a little bit closer than we wanted it to, but they were on cruise control. They looked really, really good, and they're not going to slow down at home. I got them minus 5. It's gone up to 5.5. I see some 6s too. This is going to be a Denver Nuggets spot. They are 7-0 at home this year. 6-1-1 against the spread at home. Or it would be what, 8-0? 8-0 at home this year. Sorry, and 6-1-1 against the spread at home. I think they keep on rolling. We'll go ahead and take some chicken nuggies minus the 5 and a hook. Canes minus 145. But I think Florida puck line plus 1.5 is good too. Final 3-2. Hey, no, I don't see it that way. Great show. Appreciate it, real deal. Fakers, yes, Fakers. That might make them mad. I don't care. Salty? Why am I salty? We won game 1, and we're going to win game 2. Nuggets, Lakers goes over. I was very close to taking the under in that game. It's gone up from 225.5 to 227. I chose not to touch it, but I was very close to taking the under in this one, 100%. Let's head to the Diamond. We got a small 6-game slate. We'll start with one of my favorite teams. The Baltimore Orioles are minus 155 against the Angels. 8.5 is your total in this game. And even though the Orioles have had one of the more they have a solid offense. They've been going under a lot. They're actually 1-7-2 to the under in their last 10 games. But I'm not going to touch a side. I'm not going to touch a total because the Angels have been hitting more. I'm going to touch a side, and you guys already probably know where I'm going. I'm on the Orioles. They are 22-3 as a favorite this year. So when they're favorited, they deserve to be a favorite. And obviously, I'm not laying 155 on it. I grabbed them at plus 138 on the run line. And I like Tyler Wells. I like this Orioles team in general. We all know that. But Tyler Wells has been solid this year. He's allowed 3 or less earned runs in 6 out of his 8 starts. So he's pitched quite solid. I'm not trusting Tyler Anderson. Give me some Baltimore Orioles in this one, minus the 155. Raised run line is the only thing I like today. I don't think so. I don't think so. Meant that may make LBJ salty, but I agree with you, Tim. LeBron James doesn't watch the show. If he does, hey LeBron, you're a wimp. All right, Rays run line is the only thing I like today. I can't. We'll go ahead and look at that game. Rays and the Mets. The Rays are minus 120 with a total of 9. I'm not really going to touch a side, although I lean Mets. I think that last night's game was it's going to be a turning point for the Mets this season, and they start to get on the right track. You saw some offense from Mark Vientos. You saw a 3-run shot from Alvarez, and once Alonso came up in the bottom of the 10th, I knew it was over. So this is a Mets team that if they could start hitting, especially with the young guys. I like the young guys. They'll put some wins together. But when it comes to it, I think this one's going to be a higher scoring game. Taj Bradley is making his 3rd start. He's allowed 6 earned runs in 15 innings, so he has been pretty solid. I think the Mets can hit against him today. And Tyler McGill has been meh. 18 earned runs in 40 innings, so he's rocking a 4.02 ERA. This is just an over spot for me. I do lean Mets. I think that there would that going after them at even money is a decent spot. But I'm going to be taking the over in this one. I think runs are scored in this game. You know what tonight is? Yeah, it's Nuggets night. Let's go Nuggets. I agree, Markel. Nuggets all the way. Nuggets by double digits. Feels like a coin toss because it's a pick 'em. I like the over in the Rays-Mets game. Yes, I'm expecting runs. Morning, Timmy. Morning, Untouchable. Welcome. Let's keep on rolling because it's going to be a quicker show today. We get the Nationals and the Marlins. 8 is your total in this one. Marlins minus 150. And I will say this is the one game that I really had no interest in. Out of the 6 games on today's slate, I looked at this one and I really didn't want to go after anything. I do trust Trevor Williams. He's probably the only guy I would trust on this rotation. Perez is making his 2nd career start. He had a really good first one, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts in 4 2/3. That ended up being a higher scoring game, 7-4. But I don't know. I couldn't touch this one. It is the Marlins going for a sweep. They've won 3 straight games, so I guess I would lean towards the Marlins. But this is just the one game that I really wanted nothing to do with. Stop. No. Had one of those Joe Kryptonite, special Joe Kryptonite days, plus 210, plus 425, and 10 is capped off by the Heat. Nice. Over, never in doubt. Get it. I only really like the Nerfy as usual. I don't hate the Nerfy in that game. No twin today, just semi today. Yep, just me. O's run line again. Yep. We'll head to this game, which will have another possible sweep, and I think they get the sweep. White Sox are minus 140 against the Guardians. 7.5 is the total. And the White Sox are slowly starting to put some wins together. They won 3 out of their last 4. Sorry. And they're starting to look better. Dylan Cease had a good start his last time out against the Astros. I'm not a fan of this Cleveland team. You guys know that. I have not backed them a lot this year. I've actually faded them quite a bit. It's a team that's struggling offensively. I believe they're still, 29th in runs per game? 28th in runs per game. 3.5. They have not been good. And going up against Dylan Cease, which I know he has not been good this year. I still have a Cy Young ticket on him. I still think he's going to have a solid year. He had a good start his last time. 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks against the Astros. I took the White Sox run line today, plus 154. I took a bunch of plus money today just because I'm not trying to go crazy laying juice. The only baseball play, we have 5 baseball plays up on the site. The only one that's minus money is the over in the Mets game. So this one's just going to be White Sox run line, I think they get the job done. Finish off the sweep. Dylan Cease with a strong start. What Nugs jersey is that? Carmelo? Nope. It's Mr. Ty Lawson. Looking for a 2-team to pair with those Golden Nuggets. What's your strongest lean on this huge slate? Orioles. If you want to do an early one, Orioles. If you want to do a later one, I'll talk about it in the next game. Get a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee. Sorry. I don't have any of my sodas or anything nearby. It is what it is. I'll work through it. I want to take Cease first 5. Yes. Like the under in the Guardians game. I could see it. Yes. This is a real ugly game. White Sox run line. Cease trying to earn back trust. It's definitely going to be difficult for him to trust, but I'm going to do it today. You want that other who was that? Untouchable. You want the other one that I like? Give me some Blue Jays action today. Minus 135. They're against the New York Yankees. 9 is your total. Nestor Cortez and Jose Barrios. And I follow one thing when it comes to Jose Barrios. On the road, don't trust him. I do not trust him on the road. 6.67 ERA in his 23 innings on the road. At home, I do trust him at home. Only 3 earned runs in 17 innings. And I do not trust Nestor Cortez. He is not the same guy that he was last year. He's in his last 3 starts, he's given up 15 earned runs in 14 innings. So he is just getting hit left and right. And now he's going up against the Blue Jays, which I know yesterday finished 3-0 when it was 0-0 going into the 10th. I think the Blue Jays take care of business in this one. I think they win this one like 9-2. I think team total over for the Blue Jays. Player props for the Blue Jays. I think there's a Blue Jays smash spot today. I like Jose Barrios. The line has moved in the direction of the Blue Jays, so I like to see that. Plus the Yankees 9-1 to the over, so I kind of like the over in this game as well, considering that I think the Blue Jays score 7 to 8 runs in this one. It's a Blue Jays spot for me today. I think it's an absolute smash spot for the Toronto. I like the Jays by 2. Okay. Yeah, me too. I do Toronto money line for a 2-team or online. Over for singles. There you go. Final game of the day. I know we've kind of worked through these kind of quick, but that's fine. Dodgers minus 150 against the St. Louis Cardinals. Total of 9. The Cardinals have actually looked good lately, which is weird. They've won 8 out of their last 10. But at the same time, so have the Dodgers. Dodgers have won 8 out of their last 10 as well. Coming off of a series win versus the Twins, a sweep versus the Padres, which the Padres have looked awful. And it's Julio Urias and Adam Wainwright. Urias, besides 2 bad starts against Pittsburgh and Chicago, has allowed either 0, 1, or 2 runs in every other start. He's allowed 21 runs in 52 innings, so he's been quite solid. I don't trust Adam Wainwright. He's pitched twice this year, allowed 8 earned runs in 10 innings against Boston and Detroit. He's still working his way back from whatever injury he had. I like the Dodgers on the run line. I know it's one of your square plays. It's plus 123. I just think this is a Dodgers spot for them to just keep on rolling. And it hurts because I have an Arizona ticket, and all of a sudden the Dodgers are now 12 games over 500. So that's kind of dead unless the Dodgers go on a big losing streak. I don't see them losing this game. We'll take some Dodger blue. We'll take them on the run line at plus 123. Pass on to tomorrow. Thanks, man. Let's get it. Jokic, a block and a steal. I'll take a stab at. I like it. Hey, Twin, quick. I stay in California. What book can I use out here? 3 links down below. I use, because I'm in North Carolina, not legal either. BetOnline, Bovada, sportsbetting.ag. All 3 of those are linked in the description with my referral codes. We're not sponsored by them, but there's referral links for those if you're interested in any of those offshore books. for people who can't in your state. There you go. So the 3 of them are linked down below. So all of them are if you're interested in that one. Fade Wainwright Day. Yes. You like the under in the Dodger game? I don't. But when I take run lines, I don't like unders because I want the team that I take to score 6, 7, 8 runs. So if I'm taking a run line, I don't want to sweat out a 3-1 game. I'm thinking that it's going to go over most of the time. Although I will thread the needle sometimes unless I think, like per se today we're taking the Blue Jays run line. I could easily expect Barrios to throw 7 innings of 1 run. And I could be fine with a 4-1 game there. But when it comes to it, like Dylan Cease versus Logan Allen, I'm expecting the White Sox to score 6, 7, 8 runs today in order to get my run line. Orioles, Tyler Wells, I'm expecting the Orioles to score 6, 7, 8 runs in order to get my run line. So when it comes to run lines, I don't like to bet unders and run lines unless I really, really like the pitcher that I'm backing. But if I don't like the pitcher, then I'm not going after an under. But most of the time, I'm either taking the run line or I'm taking the under. I'm not taking both. But I don't like the under in that one just because I have the run line. That is the short slate for today. We'll go ahead and pay some bills before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com websites, all linked down below. Check out the sports books that I mentioned earlier: Bovada, BetOnline, and SportsBetting.ag. Also linked down below. Not sponsored, but those are my referral links. Check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets, sporting event ticket needs. ESP at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Short slate today. Or short slate, about the same size card. Panthers, money line, over the total. Nuggets, -5.5. The O's on the run line. The over in the Mets. The White Sox, Blue Jays, and Dodgers all on run lines today. Lots of favorite run lines today for me. We'll go with that. And by the way, Twin, do I need Bitcoin or can I prepay credit card? Yeah, you can do credit card. I'm not sure if you could do prepaid. I'm not sure 100%. Check the books. I go through my card and it works just fine. But you should be able to with one of those at least. I know Bovada has match pay, so there might be something with that. But you can go check that out. Figure that one out. So good luck to you guys today. That is everything for today. We'll be back tomorrow with a little bit of a longer show and another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys and good luck.